Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I am still Blue Moony, or Moonfeatherblue, or both, or neither. No, both. Definitely not neither. Oh, good morning, Creative Fish. So lovely to see you. Hello, Uno. Lovely that you are both here. Yes, hello there. Hello, Uno. Yes, as I was, wait, oh my goodness, we've still got the double off error. I did a tiny amount of troubleshooting, but there's no way to sort of check how it's going unless you actually stream. I suppose I should have done a test stream and gone nuts in the chat or something. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? I'm so sorry. I will figure it out eventually. Yes, just a few minutes before I was about to hit that go live button, started hearing slightly unhappy sounds coming from Small 1's room, but she appears to have settled down, for now at least. Hopefully, yes, if she does wake up, she's in a reasonable sort of mood. We'll have to see. But yes, so that warning will remain there. If she wakes up, we may have to go to Be Right Backs, and if she is not in a reasonable frame of mind, we may have to call it early. But yes, we will see how things go. How is everyone? I hope your day has been lovely, or that the day ahead of you is about to be lovely. Blues Day was a little bit odd, to be honest with you. Not in regards to the day's contents, but in regards to my reactions to it. I was, what's the term? Inexplicably, that's the better one. I was inexplicably exhausted from the time I woke up. And, yes, just couldn't keep my eyes open. I can now, because I consumed copious amounts of Coca-Cola. I can speak of Coca-Cola to maintain alertness. But yes, aside from the exhaustion, I was reacting very strongly to pretty much everything, and far more excessive amounts of overstimulation going on, so that wasn't particularly fun. It's mostly calmed down now, so that's something. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. Yes, thought we'd just have a nice brief chat before moving on to our game for today. I am indeed looking forward to continuing with Bad End Theatre. I tried to catch up myself by flicking through the previous stream. Didn't manage to get through all of it, so hopefully I will not be repeating myself too many times, as I did last Bad End Theatre stream, where didn't we wind up getting the same ending 3 times in a row? Whoops. Hence the title of this stream. Oh dear, has anyone gotten anything creative done lately? Or if not creative, at least useful? Any productiveness going on out there? I've had some success in terms of productiveness in the past week. It's yes, I've even gone so far as to work on a little bit of volume 2 of my main magical project. Of which, the majority is already written, but it's not, the voice isn't as strong as it needs to be. Because yes, volume 1, the voice is very, very strong. At least I can, how do I explain? How does it work? You'll probably know, if you do some writing, you know what your voice is supposed to sound like. And volume 2, it's close, but it's just not quite there yet. So I'm going to have to retype the lot and pull it into shape. Ooh, I wrote a starting idea for a D&D campaign of mine. Just need to flesh it out. Oh, that sounds incredible. Oh dear, D&D is just something I know I need to give a go at one point. It sounds so entirely up my alley. It's, a little inconceivable that I haven't given it a go yet. It's probably just my social anxiety. more than anything else. Oh, I've been so anxious about something, but it's so overwhelming that I'm ping-ponging between emotionally exhausted apathy and overstimulated anxiety. Let's go! Oh, I'm so sorry that there's so much anxiety going on, Crater Fish. It's not fun. It's not fun. I hope everything works out positively, or as positive as it can be. Oh, hello, Kayayume. So lovely to see you. Just ideas for characters, not much, but characters are awesome. We love character ideas. Aren't characters the best? I much prefer my characters to real people. That's sort of a terrible thing to say. I'm so sorry. Oh dear. At least I can interact with my characters. Mostly because I am a god to them. And they do everything I tell them, most of the time. Some things just seem sort of so predetermined that it's like they made the decision themselves. Have you run into that? Oh dear. Oh, I bought 4 audiobooks to drown out the anxiety spiral and keep getting bonked over the head with, let me co-op this for my story. Inspiration is wonderful. We love getting inspired by books. We have to read. As writers, we have to be readers. I need to keep reminding myself of that. I have read a fair amount recently for me, but I kept getting hit by my all or nothing problem, and once I start reading a book I can't do anything else until I'm finished it. So yes, most recent one was the new Hunger Games novel. I gave that a read. I enjoyed it. I didn't have as many emotional responses to it as I thought I would, possibly because we knew how it was going to end. But it was very interesting seeing all of these characters and everything that happened before Katniss Everdeen became involved. Because things definitely didn't start with her. And what else have I read recently? One of the newer Marie Lu books. If I have to say my favourite authors, I generally lean towards Marie Lu and Maggie Stiefvater, if I'm pronouncing her surname correctly. Sorry, Maggie. Having vague memories of having made the same apology before on stream about pronouncing her name. Anyway, Marie Lu's newish novels are, less fantasy or dystopia or sci-fi as she normally does, and more spy thriller crossed with pop idol romance. So I enjoyed that very much. What's it called? Is it Stars and Smoke? I think. Oh, I keep having main characters with ADHD. Trust me, I know how it feels for a character to do things, to just do things out of my control. Yeah, sometimes they can be a little bit unpredictable. Yeah, Kaz has ADHD too. Main character from Main Magical Project. Yes, Yes, didn't realise that until I was, a fair way into writing it, and then it just became glaringly obvious that, the way I've written him, he definitely has ADHD. Dearie me. I love my Kaz. He is precious to me. He is definitely a, what did that cop that hates his guts call him that one time? Here he is, our local screw-up. And I know he's referred to him as much worse. That's just the one that came to mind. He's a local screw-up. I adore him. In my mind, everyone's going to fall in love with Kaz when they read this book. Yeah. Or loathe him, I guess. Or at least loathe his decision-making process. Sorry, if I think about Kaz, we're just going to move into lots of sighing and silly smiling, and he just makes me so dang happy. I love my Kaz. Yes, having moved on to working on a bit of volume 2, that's not to say there's not still volume 1 work that I need to do. I need to pull a bit together before figuring out what to do about proper editing. It's is it 2 nights ago now I wrote about 500 words of new material in chapter 2, which has been well established for quite some time, but I need to slot something small in there so something I've written later reads better. But yes, I decided overnight, meaning I couldn't sleep properly because I kept thinking about it, that it's in slightly the wrong place and it is way too long. So I need to figure out how to do exactly what I just did a few paragraphs later in maybe a quarter or even a fifth of the words. So I've got that job to do. Dear me. And help me, someone. I've come up with another novel idea. I'm refusing to write any ideas down for it in case I accidentally fully start working on it. But yes, random idea. It's Criminal Minds' fault. It's made me realize I want more fantasy mixed with crime. We need more crime fantasy. If anyone knows any good crime fantasy authors, can you recommend them to me? Because it's suddenly a huge need. I need crime fantasy right now. Oh, I'm making an MC whose entire point is not having a backstory, literally just made by gods and plonked into the world. Oh, poor thing. Personality not much will become an eldritch chaos gremlin. Oh, well, plonked in at sort of an adult age, but with, newborn level personality, I guess. And so everything that happens to them from as soon as they're plonked down, they will shape the personality, won't it? So there's just going to be a bunch of crazy stuff that happens straight away. Oh, how granular do you block? Arc by arc, chapter by chapter, scene by scene. Fully arc by arc and then chapter by chapter. It's yeah, I try to get as rough a full novel process. That's not the right word. Plan's not the right word either, but it's closer. As close to what happens in the whole book as possible, but then arc by arc. And I can do that more with these stories now that I've cut them down in meaning each volume is going to be a lot shorter and there's just going to be a whole lot more of them. So technically I can just say, 2 or 3 arcs per volume, possibly 4. It'll all work out. I'm sure it will. Anyway, yes, before I forget, next Saturday is not going to work. It's not going to work, sadly. There is a commitment, which means I won't be able to stream next Saturday. If I'm able to, I will attempt Thursday or Friday. I would do Sunday, except for the fact that it is Easter, which means possibly a lot of people will have plans and I don't want to, be a bother, however ridiculous that sounds. Probably not best for me to stream on Easter. Oh, in this world, people are being made and plonked into the world and known and highly wanted. MC will be shaped by one person who cares and an entire world of manipulative systems that want to shape them. Oh, that's really interesting. I love that. Oh, I hope that goes places. I'm keen. You have a future avid reader here. Oh, yes, so hopefully we will find a time for a stream next week. Let us jump on over and hopefully... Are you popped up? Yes, we're here. I just need to mute the background music and unmute the audio. Game audio. Please do let me know if the game audio was too loud. It's been a little while. I don't think I've changed the levels, but who knows? Ooh, let's go pixels. Ooh, yes. Since playing last time, and since playing last time I mean since I turned on the game at about 6 this evening just to make sure everything worked. I found this. I clicked on the wrong thing. I clicked on completely the wrong thing. Here we go. I found this, which shows us all the endings we have. And up here it shows us paths. So yes, I was concerned I would have to just remember all of the paths and try to figure out what to turn on and off. But it says here what options were turned on and off to reach this particular bad end. So we may, if we do a bit of study, be able to hopefully prevent ourselves from repeating too many paths. Also, try to reach the true endings. There are true endings, so we've got to try to reach the true endings as well. So our main goal to start off with here seems to be unlocking as many options as possible. We gotta get through and unlock everything. So okay, so we've got the underling, we've gotten one ending, everyone else have gotten two, which means possibly we should work with the underling a little bit to try to unlock some extra things. So if we want to try to go down this pathway, we've got to set the hero to diplomatic, but we don't know what the overlord needs to be set as. So are we going to get anywhere with that? So polite and diplomatic. Well, let's just turn on polite and diplomatic and play the underling and see what happens. No, I do not want to replay the tutorial. Thank you. Kind of you to offer, but okay, so it doesn't matter what we're set as here because we just picked them ourselves. Let's... do we turn off both of those or do we set one just in case? So we have to be heroic. I'm going to turn off dutiful because I didn't see dutiful there. Let's just... yeah, haven't seen haven't seen dutiful in this path, so... sorry, I'm probably... you know, not trying. I'm thinking way too hard about this and there's probably going to be no point whatsoever. I'm still going to mess it up. But if you spot anything interesting or if you think you know who I have to turn on or off, remember, gentle backseating is permitted until I say it's not. And yes, if at any point we need to change that to the other way, we'll do that. But at the moment, go ahead with any gentle backseating. Let's give this a go. Yes. So again, sorry I keep saying this, but if the game audio is too loud, please let me know. Okay, underling time. You are a demon underling in service of the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Okay, I'll read through these again since some of you may have missed it. But as we go on, as we wind up running into these more and more often, I will give an abbreviated version, or I'll skip altogether. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. Ooh, audio good, and I know nothing about this game, so all backseating from me will be trolls and should be ignored. I shall keep that in mind. Thank you for the advance warning. Most kind. You feel like you're going to go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She's surprisingly cool with it. Nice. You set off on your adventure outside the castle. Whee! The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She greets you and says she has a favour to ask. You consider your options. Gobble her up or hear her out. Well, if we gobble her up, we immediately get a bad end. I don't remember if we've done this bad end with the underling. I can't quite remember, but let's hear her out now. And if we have to, we can go back quickly and gobble her up afterwards. Hear her out now, eat her later. You're in a good mood today, and are rather curious about what the maiden has to say. Humans don't usually talk to you, so this is kind of exciting. You hadn't guessed it would be even possible to understand each other before now. The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line, from what you gather, is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Yes, please take me to the Overlord, except I am not her right now. I am the underling. I will take you to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. They seem to be getting along just fine, so you decide it's about time for a nap. Yay, nap time. Is all hell breaking loose? Oh, no. You don't get to sleep long, your friends wake you up. Rude. One of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. I don't remember seeing this before, so at least we have found ourselves on a new pathway. I've done something correct. They say they're planning a whole revolution. They're going to get rid of the current overlord and put a new ruler in place. Oh, goodness me. They want to hear if you're in or out. And being a pretty lazy underling, you of course reply with, "That sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead?" Yeah, that sounds about right. Too much trouble. Oh dear, that's probably why most revolutions don't happen. Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. We only just found out about your cause. Why do you just assume that we want to rebel as well? Mood. Yes. Yes, you're being very presumptuous here, oh so-called friends of mine. Okay, so she's actually not that bad. We'll get us a death pathway. And disloyal will get us somewhere else. So, if we're happy to stick with the underling for a while, let's try a few different things. Let's get the death one first. And then let's go kill the overlord. And then later we will go back again. And eat the maiden. Just to make sure. She's actually not... Oh wait, no. I think we have eaten the maiden before, haven't we? Because then we went and caused chaos in town. So yes, we won't worry about that. So there's probably another chaos town option as well. We can think about that later. She's actually not so bad, you guys. Let's go down this path. Your friends seem pretty disappointed. They apologize to you. But before you can ask what they're sorry about... Oh no. Oh no, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. One of them suddenly seizes you. Oh, we are just a sweet, lazy underling. Please no. Someone who's still loyal to the overlord really has no place in our castle. You understand, right? Their claws tighten around your neck. Oh no. You don't bother to struggle. You're outnumbered. You already know how things end. How things like this end. Oh, we are so resigned. This is sad. I am sad. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend, you tell them. They slit your throat in response. Ouch. Faithful underling end. The underling stays loyal to the overlord and pays with their life. Oh dear. Reset the stage. Okay, let's underling again. And let's keep it as it is. And then let's go kill the overlord. Let's go. Okay, we're a demon underling. We're in service. Not strong, not weak. Yay. Job is guarding. It's boring. Heroes don't come this way. Lots of standing in one place staring. Feel like gonna go crazy. Need a break. She gives us a break. Hooray. Running out. Adventure rolling in the grass. Ooh, nice maiden. Hello. Talking to us. Hearing her out. So we are not used to hearing people talk to us. We want to know what's going on. She seems sweet. Yep, we understand each other. Maiden's about destiny. I don't know much about destiny. I'm pretty lazy. Oh, bottom line is watch to the overlord. Let's go! Oh, what a horrible recruitment strategy. No explanations, no plan of attack. Just yes or no, and if you say no, you die. They're going to have a revolutionary party of 4. Indeed. Indeed. We're satisfied with our happy day. Maiden back. They're hanging out. We're having a nap. Rudely awoken with a foot on our chest. That's not fun. Revolution time. In or out. Lazy. A lot of trouble. Let's not. Questioning loyalty to the cause I've only just heard about. Okay, let's do it. Tell them you're just joking, and clarify that you are totally in it to win it. They say you're always terrible with jokes. Whether or not you actually feel like killing the overlord, you know how bad it would be to end up on the wrong side of things. Yeah. We are trying to save our own neck here, given we know what happens to our neck if we say no. And if this assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always pretend you were innocent all along. But beneath your shield of faux confidence, you worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. You follow your friends outside the castle and talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea how they want to go about this. They figured they'd just lock her in a room and set her on fire. What a stupid plan. That could go wrong in so many ways. For someone who's supposedly so lazy, we've got a very active mind to be pulling apart our friends' plans and to possibly have a better one of our own. You realise that your friends are just a bunch of directionless thugs, unless you... Oh, not unless, useless. Useless without someone's guidance. Your guidance. Oh dear. Yeah, that escalated. There'd probably be casualties if you fought her head on, and while showy deaths make a revolution a heck of a lot more fun, it's probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree and suggest that you play the assassin. You really didn't want it to come down to this. But you can't back down now. You'll have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. You sneak into the Overlord's room. She's taking a nap, like usual. Oh dear Overlord, don't be so predictable with your schedule. You know, leaders ought to know they've got a permanent target on their backs. Nothing so regular. Nap at different times. This is almost too easy. You silently approach your master. She looks so peaceful. Oh, two options here. So we're going to have to go the same way to do the other one. I think this is the... Yes, we got to take a methodical approach with this. So we'll pick one and then go the other way. Okay. Let's take the coward. Chicken out. Let's die as a coward and then come back and kill her. You don't want to kill her. You can't go through with it. You turn to leave the room, but you find your friends blocking the exit. In a panicked whisper, you ask them to let you out. Oh dear, it seems to have been their way of testing your loyalty. You tell them this is pretty effed up and ask again to be let out. The Overlord stirs in her bed while your head is turned. The demons shut the door. You scramble into the Overlord's closet to hide before she wakes up and sees you. There's nothing you could possibly say to explain this and survive. You're trembling. You can't believe those assholes would bully you like this. You feel like crying. Light flickers at your feet. It doesn't take you long to realise they've set the room on fire. Oh, is her third eye open while her regular eyes are closed? I didn't see. I'll pay more attention next time. It doesn't take you long to realise they've set the room on fire. You hear the Overlord trying to get the door open to no avail. You're both trapped. Too afraid to move, you resign yourself to your fate. You and the Overlord burn together. Goodness me. Cowardly underling end. The underling fails to assassinate the Overlord and burns with her. Reset the stage! Okay. Oh, now we have... I'll just turn all those off for now. Yes. Now we've coward. Okay. To 9 endings. Let's go get a 10th. Go, underling, go. Demon underling. Blah, 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 blah. Skip. Here we're out. Skip. Okay. Kill the Overlord. Skip. Okay. No one minds the skipping when we've been over the same path so many times, do they? Let me know. Oh, look. No, all her eyes are asleep right now. Oh, it might have been later we saw. I don't know. Okay, time to die! You figure the cleanest way to do this would be to dig your claws into her throat. So you do just that. She wakes, but not in time to stop you, and you watch as she chokes on her blood, cursing you before finally expiring. That felt terrible. You remind yourself that it was either her or you. Well, you kind of put yourself in that situation. So technically not that. You made it. You made it so it was either her or you. You've got no one to blame but yourself well, yes you do. You've got your terrible friends to blame. Blame those terrible friends. And you weren't about to let yourself get killed by anyone. You leave the room to find your friends waiting just outside. They look pleased. Only now do you realise they must have planned to use you like this from the beginning. We have terrible friends. You are the new ruler of the castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they will one day betray you, as you have betrayed your overlord. Lord Underling End B. The Underling violently overthrows the overlord. They become the new person. Okay. Reset the stage. Okay, let's have a look at this. Ugh. We've been going this way. I thought we were supposed to be going this way. We must need an overlord thing turned on or something. Ah, that's what's been happening. We've been going down here. Yes, we've been going down this way. Oh, goodness me. Fails to assassinate, violently overthrows, become the new demon ruler. Oh dear. Okay. So, if we turn on her antisocial, do you think we'll get somewhere? Let's turn on the Overlord's antisocial and see what happens. Okay. How much to skip here? Oh dear. Well, I'll run the underling again with the antisocial on and we'll see what happens, but then we might skip characters for a little while, just for a little bit of variety. Yes, that lovely spice of life. Or, you know, in the case of the demons, they do not require any spice. We just gobble all the maidens. We love those maidens. They come with their own delicious spice. We're a demon. Skip everything. Hear her out. Skip everything. I think we had to kill the Overlord. Let's just do this, just in case. Don't want to end up with the wrong side of things. Doesn't pan out. Pan out innocent. Worry. Talk more. Just a bunch of directionless thugs. Our guidance. We're going to be an assassin. We don't want to. Sneaking in, taking a nap almost too easy. Approach your master looks so peaceful. Yeah, it doesn't look like this is going to be any different. I think we got the same ending. Cleanest way, dig claws, do just that. Yep, same ending. Same ending. That did nothing. Okay. What do we need? Well, let's look at the Overlord. Overlord friend. What should we do? Okay, so have the dutiful turned on. Looks like we haven't gotten an ending with that. Dutiful, heroic. Overlord stabbed in the back. Goodness me, I'm probably looking at this terribly. Why do I just want to turn on random things? I'm trying to approach this methodically, but I'm sure I'm not understanding any of this properly. Well, we need maiden reactions here. We need Overlord reactions here. I went to the AO3 tag for this game, and I think I spoiled myself somehow by looking at the top 10 relationships tag. Oops. Oh well. I'm sure it's okay. Dutiful. Well, I'm just gonna try this and just have dutiful on and see what happens. Let's see what happens. We're an Overlord. You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think? Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called Hero, whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes that they will leave you and your army alone. But they never do. You're still new to this whole Overlord thing. If you're being quite honest with yourself, you don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. Good on you. And you just look so self-assured, so sparkly. I would follow you. Be my Overlord. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to the highest standard like that. So cool and mature. So very. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. You're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do with this underling? I couldn't see what path we had to be with the Overlord to get where we want to go. Let's be a tyrant and see what happens. You give them a lecture about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. Oh, hey Mary, so lovely to see you. Hello everyone, I hope you've all had wonderful so very wonderful. Thank you. I hope you are having a wonderful time also. Good to see you. Oh, I can't believe this overlord has an open door policy. Better than many IRL bosses. Exactly. Day. Yes, I guessed day. I didn't want to say it just in case, but yes, did guess day. Thank you so much, Mary. Oh, whether they like it or not, they look really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. Oh, yes, there is that to keep in mind. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice, comfy overlord bed, or that lecturing made you want to take a nap. Except remember previously the underling said, this is the time you generally take a nap. Unless you're just known for napping pretty much all the time. Again, shake up your schedule a bit. You fall asleep pretty quick, just another one of your amazing talents as the overlord. You awake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier brought you back some company. Also, he went out anyway. You thought you told the underling to do their job, not drag strangers to your room. Looks like they took an unauthorized break away from the castle. I don't remember this happening either, so hopefully we're on a different path at least. You scold them, but ultimately you're a little interested in this guest, so you let them off easy. That underling's not so bad. Good on you, Overlord. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. I do love this maiden. So keen. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her you never had any plans to capture any humans. I love this expression. It's just... Really? She seems very disappointed by this. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You don't really understand the question. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. Ooh, Mage and Demon webtoon vibes. Mage and Demon, I don't think I've read that one. Mage and Demon. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. Well, given, from last time, we know that the village has been telling her her entire life that this is her fate. So, difficult, yes, to have that suddenly shattered. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. Well, that's okay. She's cute. We like to talk to her. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. You wonder what to say. Tell her she'd better go home. Let her stay for a while. I'm not sure which way we should go to get a different ending. Oh, goodness me. Let's be antisocial. Let's see what happens. You'd love to have all the conversation in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here will definitely cause trouble. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. The maiden does what she's told and takes her leave. Oh, basically the best adventurer keeps going up the floors of the dungeon effortlessly to get to the Demon Queen. Most others want to kill her. Not the main character, she wants to date the Demon Queen. Well, yes. I mean, look at us. Who wouldn't? You figure you may as well go back to bed now. Oh, dear. We're in trouble now, aren't we? But you don't get to rest for very long. We're burning. Have we had this ending yet? Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed by flames. What's going on? You try to escape, but something's blocking the door, or you're having trouble forcing it open. I remember burning, but I think it was from other people's points of view. Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being usurped? They have zero foresight. What castle will they rule from if this one burns? You don't want to believe that your underlings have betrayed you, but this is no accident. Those ungrateful bees. Sorry, I'm not... I'm never settled into which curses to use and what not to. Yes. I'll read all my curses when I read my stories, but as we're going, I'll be picking and choosing which ones I feel comfortable with at the time. Yes, not quite so big on that one. Overlord, please get a sleep study. This is concerning. She's working very hard. She is very sleepy. Exhaustion from all this hard overlording work. You choke on the thick black smoke from the fire. You can't believe you're being done in by a bunch of cowards. You'll see them in hell. Ah, burnt Overlord end. The Overlord is locked in her room and set ablaze. That is a new one, isn't it? And Grateful Bees is dichotomous from Cool Cats. Reset the stage. New ending. Let's have a look at that. Stabbed in the back. Locked in a room and set ablaze. That was... but we didn't have that one set, did we? Which means it just happened randomly. We need a maiden choice here. Overlord awakens, disloyal. I guess this would be an ending where we're the Overlord and he kills us. What to set things as? Antisocial. We don't have that maiden one. Should probably do more Overlord things just to figure things out. But let's be the maiden for a little while. We haven't been her yet. What should we set things as? Well, let's stick to Tyrant and Antisocial here. We definitely won't be hungry because we want to, survive long enough to do something. Don't know what hero things to set, but let's set Disloyal. I don't think we need to set Coward because I think it defaulted to Coward, which is what caused the last ending. Pretty sure. Let's just keep the hero as dutiful. And I don't know if that'll help. Don't know if we'll get that far. Probably won't. Let's just give it a go. We're a maiden. You are a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. Oh, I just noticed the underling is stanced up in the select menu. Spooky demon overlord's castle. You are told that you are fated to be captured by the overlord one day because you are a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. Oh dear, and apparently the only one in town. I think I said the same thing last time. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity. Who knows? You're in church. You pray to your God, asking why you have been born into this role of maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is. You are impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were to just hurry up and get captured already. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon, just to, see what happens. Not long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. We're polite. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell them that you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. The demon doesn't seem to have been listening to you, which is a little irritating. They agree to take you to their master nonetheless. After a long walk to the castle, you are introduced to the overlord. She lectures the underling that brought you here, who was apparently told not to leave their post. You wonder what cruel punishment awaits them. Oh dear. But to your surprise, she lets them off easy. The underling is dismissed and the overlord turns to you, looking very interested. You explain why you've come, and she squints at you. It turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens or to do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told that demons would one day seek you out and something awful would happen. Then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe that you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Ah, there we are. Sorry. Doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more, but she's going to be antisocial. The overlord tells you again that you should get lost. How rude, you just got here. Well, we haven't gotten obedient yet, but we've unlocked it now. Let's just... Well, we'll still get a new maiden ending, I think. Obey her. You don't want to cause any trouble, so you figure it's time to go home. Along the way, you encounter a hero. He's covered in demon blood. You are frightened by the sight of him and run away. You return to the village alone. Everyone was very worried about you. They surround you with 1,000 questions, and you tell them your story. As you explain that the overlord never had any intentions to harm anyone here, you notice the looks of uncertainty in the crowd. People are whispering things to each other while you speak to them. Oh, great. Small town gossip. It's the worst. You are loudly interrupted by an older man. He rudely calls you a demon sympathizer. Oh no, are we going to get burnt at the stake? Is our own village going to kill us? Oh, the crowd is growing unruly. This doesn't look good for us. You don't understand. You've only told them the truth. Do they not believe you? Everyone begins speculating what must have actually happened. They weave elaborate lies and ask you to prove your innocence. How could you have returned without the aid of a hero, they ask. You could not have possibly escaped the overlord on your own without harm. Oh no. Oh no, we're in trouble. We're definitely in trouble. You must have been conspiring with the demons, trying to trick everyone into believing they aren't the horrible creatures we know them to be. So they say. Oh dear. That truly is a bad end, isn't it? Killed by our own people, but that seems to be where this is going. Have the people of your village always been this blinded by their fears and hatred of things they've never cared to know? Probably. You wonder how you missed that before. Oh no, oh no, oh no. This is probably the worst ending so far. I don't like this. You are seized by the crowd and voices from all sides are calling for public execution. You are to be burned at the stake. Oh yeah, how'd we guess that? How'd we guess that? Oh no, you don't want to die. You wonder, would it have been better to hide the truth? You don't like the thought of that. Maiden discovers privilege ending. Indeed. You have always lived honestly. So why has this happened? Why are you being punished? You hear the dissenting voices of your family and neighbours, but they, like you, are powerless against the momentum. They can only watch as you burn, and you can only cry for them. You are so, so sorry. Oh no. That is definitely a depressing ending. Executed maiden end. The maiden is burnt at the stake. She is an enemy of the village. Reset the stage. Okay, I've got a thought. Let's turn off dutiful. And try the same thing again, because that way the hero won't be covered in blood. Oh, hi. Hi, Elfie! We just got burnt at the stake. Yeah, our own town killed us. The demon overlord was cool. The underling was reasonably cool. The hero was covered in blood, so we didn't like that. So I'm turning off dutiful, so we'll not slaughter those first few demons. And let's give this another go. Oh, what did I miss besides dying? Well, we've died pretty much every time in various forms. We've died as the underling, and we've died as the overlord, and now we're dying as the maiden. We're just hopping back and forth. Hopping back and forth, trying to get all of these endings, because we found a lovely ending tree, so we can at least look at that and try to figure out what to do. Way to say that. We got burnt at the stake. Well, you know, what's that? There's a line in the new Hunger Games book. I forget what the exact percentage is, but it was a high percentage. Let's just say 75. And I think it was, yes, 75% of every battle is optimism. Yeah. I'm not sure how that works when applied to something like the Hunger Games, but oh well. We're a maiden, we live in a peaceful village. Spooky demon overlord's castle nearby. We're going to be captured, everyone says. You haven't heard of that happening? Maybe we should help them along, just to see what happens. We gotta figure out this destiny of ours. Let's keep moving. It's exciting. We're very exciting. Demons are exciting. Let's go. Oh, we do leave a note. Let's go. Little demon. Hello, demon. Bit scary. Oh, won't shout for a hero yet. We might do that next time, assuming we don't find another path to try to go down this way. Introduce. We're polite. We want to go to the Overlord. Gonna get captured. He's not listening. That's annoying, but we go with him anyway. I like the pixel art. I know, it's so gorgeous, isn't it? What am I thinking? Oh, the number 600 is sticking out. Something is telling me that over 600 individual pieces of pixel art in this. I could just be plucking that from the air. I might be thinking about a different game, but for some reason, the number 600 occurred to me. Might have to look that up later. We're going to the mass, so nonetheless. Long walk. Hello, Overlord. They get lectured because she's a tyrant. Cruel punishment lets him off because she's interested in us, I'm sure. Explain why we've come. She doesn't know what we're talking about. Not going to capture us. Oh, I wonder if she's lying, but no. We're sad. We're questioning everything. Oh, have we been lied to? We're just not maiden-like enough. Overlord doesn't quite know what to say to us. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny. We like the Overlord. We like her. We want to learn more from her. Let's talk. No, get lost. Okay. We'll be obedient again, and hopefully we can talk to the hero this time. Let's see. Don't want to cause any trouble, so figure it's time to go home. Along the way you encounter a hero. Yes, here we go. Sorry, that was too loud. That was too loud. My mic jumped to the red. Oh wait, the Overlord is a woman, girl boss. Indeed. Indeed, we love our Overlord. He asks you what you're doing. Don't you know the Overlord's castle is, like, right there? We haven't played hero yet. We'll get to some hero action at one point. You explain everything that's happened. The hero seems to think you're lying to him. That's a very cute hero right there. Maybe I just really like the, really expressions. Oh, the hero seems to think you're lying to him. He asks if you've been brainwashed by the demons. What nerve. You are very upset that this so-called hero would treat you this way and leave in a huff. Oh dear, are we just going to get burnt anyway? Oh, are we just going to get burnt again anyway? Exactly the same ending, even though we talked to the hero this time. You return to the village alone. Everyone was very worried about you. They surround you with 1,000 questions, telling the story. Never intention to harm us. Uncertainty. Oh no, we're just going to get burnt again, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to get burnt again. Demon sympathizer, growing unruly, don't understand. Speculating. Oh, return without the aid of a hero. Oh no. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that we talk to the hero. They're still going to burn us. We're conspiring, apparently. Always been this blinded by fear and hatred? Yep, we missed it. Seized by the crowd. Public execution. We're getting burnt at the stake again. Burnt at the stake, take 2. Burnt at the stake, take. Burnt at the stake, take 2. Okay, ready to burn. Burning, burning, burning. We don't want to hide things. We're honest. Why are we being punished? Family trying to intervene, but nothing can happen. We're burning and we're sorry. We got burnt again. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Reset the stage. Okay, let's just have a little look at this. Okay. Immediately eaten, so we don't need to go down that route again. Antisocial. Antisocial, diplomatic. Okay, okay, so let's try this. Keep diplomatic. Turn off antisocial. Okay. We'll stay as disloyal for now. Okay, let's see what happens with this. Okay, let's see what happens with this. Then we should probably play some hero, because then we'll get to play around with the obedient and get some different things happening here. But let's just play the maiden again. Hope you're not getting all maidened out. But let's just skip. Oh no, decision first. Polite, skip. Ah! No, I skipped too much. Go back. Back. I skipped too much. I skipped way too much. Going back. I'm sorry. What happened? Skipping. Ah! Whoops. Okay, talking to the demon. Not listening to you, a little irritating. They agree to take you to the master nonetheless. For a long walk to the castle. Overlord. She lectures. Apparently told not to leave their post. Wonder what cruel punishment. To your surprise, lets them off easy. Underling dismissed. Overlord's interested in us. Explain why we've come. Squints at you. Never had any plans to capture you. Doesn't make any sense. We're sad. Okay. Just go home and start worrying about Destiny. Sounds simple. We like her. Want to learn more about her. The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little you realise they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. Here we go. Sorry about that excessive skip there. I'm glad we were able to go back. I should probably not be quite so keen to skip if I don't know exactly what's going to happen. We'll click through unless we know exactly what's going to happen. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero out after them. You realise that must be why you've never heard of any demons attacking your town. It all makes sense. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. I suppose that's a fair request. You've always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the Overlord could say the same of humans. Oh yeah, definitely violent and unreasonable. You may be different, but really, they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I've said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are done back home. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with the Overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. As you think that, a hero enters the room. You're surprised to see him at first until you realise he must have been sent to retrieve you. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hasn't led to any horrible consequences. Not yet. You apologise for causing trouble, but really, didn't anyone just read the note you left? Jeez. The hero asks if you'll return to the village with him to give everyone the news of your safety. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you give her a little wave as you exit the room. Oh, I hope we're not getting another one that we've got before. You'll be back soon. Oh no, I don't think I remember this happening. Near the castle's entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. There's you, little underling. Got my eye on you. Yeah, they're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her. But the hero shakes his head. He says that if this is the true nature of demons, the world is better off with less of them. Oh, come on. You were just chatting with the demon Overlord. You looked like you were getting on really well. Come on, hero. It isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? Exactly. You tell him, maiden. Demons have taken notice of you. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. It's now or never. You take off into the castle, and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. You burst into the Overlord's room, all your words spilling out at once. You should probably slow down, but there's no time. We want to save her. We had butterflies with her. And I'm sure they were mutual. They were mutual, weren't they? Mutual butterflies? I definitely had butterflies for you. I hope you had butterflies for me. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognise from before barges in, calling you a liar. You're surprised they were part of this evil plot. They seemed so nice. The other demons come in right after them, saying the whole thing was the first underling's idea. Oh, guys, again, underling, you just have the worst friends. How did you wind up with them? Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out. I know the feeling. Maiden ex-Overlord is an unexpected ship, but nice. Indeed. I was very pleased the first time I saw that. I think we had a bit of, yes, mutual butterflies last time too, along some different paths that hopefully I will not repeat too many times. You are relieved when the Overlord demands silence. She threatens them with violence, and you think she is very Overlord-like in this moment. I'm sure we're enjoying it very much. We like this, Overlord. Even though we like you when you're cool and good to talk to, it's this side of you as well. We're very appreciative of it. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. Have they locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about this. Are we all going to get burnt? Everyone's going to burn together. Yep, there we go. Light us up. They've lit us up, and thinking that must have jinxed it because now the room is engulfed in flames. How do all of us die at once? Oh dear, is this the true maiden ending? Is it only a true ending if everyone dies at once? I don't know. If you had only ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. If you had just pretended not to hear them. If you left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. But you couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you. Apparently, yes, we didn't get an option with that, did we? That is very... game text, why? Why do you do this to us? Oh, it's not an option to her. Maybe it's an option to the hero if we can get there. If we can get to the same situation with the hero, maybe we can choose to just drag her along or something. I don't know. I get that the point is bad endings, but surely the Overlord shouldn't be so easily killed by fire. What is happening? I did wonder a little bit about that, like, she's a demon Overlord, wouldn't she have some sort of control over fire? Or maybe that's just a demon stereotype. Oh, I think I understand why it's the bad end theatre. Yes. Yes, I don't think there were any good endings. There are true endings, but no good endings. You think that no matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist, it simply must. Okay, it is definitely dropping hints, or else dropping serious red herrings. One or the other. Hints or herrings, take your pick. The Overlord seizes her underling. They beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do, so you just pray. Oh dear. The Overlord's claws pierce the underling's chest. They scream that... Oh, an awful scream. She digs and twists her claws into the poor thing while you continue to pray. But there's no saving any of you now. You, the Overlord, the hero, and the underling's corpse are consumed by flames. I choose herrings. Oh, yep, we're dead. We're all dead. Devout maiden ending. Maiden prays as everyone is consumed by flames. Goodness me. Overlooking the demon part, even human rulers have secret escape points, right? Especially in their throne room / main office and personal room. Well, she did say that she's kind of new to the whole Overlord thing. Maybe she's only just inherited the castle and she doesn't quite know the ins and outs yet. Reset the stage! Okay. Okay. So... So if we want to try to get to the same sort of ending with the hero, what's going on here? Don't want antisocial. Disloyal. Over here's the plot. So we've gotten to overhearing the plot with the maiden. Disloyal. Oh dear. don't give up. Surely there's a good ending somewhere. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You're wearing me down here, game developer. You're wearing me down. How many bad endings have we had so far? 13 of 41. And we got so many more bad endings to go. Let's try to find them. Who reaches the room? Everything's fine. Okay, so, let's keep everything set as it is and play as the hero. Let's see what happens then. You are the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures, fighting evil monsters and whatnot. We are a classic protagonist. You are told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. You are happy to protect the townspeople, though you were born to play this role. Oh, look at us. Aren't we valiant? Aren't we brave? Aren't we just so dang swell? You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden. Oh, goodness me. Demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. But if we kill them, we can't get there nicely, can we? Although I don't think we actually tried that. Let's just give that a go. Let's kill them and then try to be diplomatic to get in and see what happens then. I have a feeling they'll just slaughter us, but let's find out. Bravely slaughter. You make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. You feel much stronger now, and blood-spattered. Look how very blood-spattered we are. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Yeah, let's ask if they'll let us in. You attempt to explain why you've come, but the monster before you is eyeing you with suspicion. They can't help but notice the demon blood from earlier. You haven't had the chance to wash off yet. Whoops. Yep, figured this was going to happen. Are we about to get slaughtered? Are we going to get slaughtered? Are we going to be bravely slaughtered by the demons? Because I'm sure the demons consider their slaughtering brave as well. You have no choice but to fight the army in self-defense. Oh well, more experience points for you. Okay. Let's see what happens. Oh no, this ending's going to be completely different because everyone's slaughtered. Oh well, let's see where it takes us. Let's see where it takes us, and then we'll try again and be a coward. You make it to the Overlord's chamber. Hope you're in time to save the maiden. You find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord, just as you suspected. But for some reason, you can't sense anything sinister happening. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Destroy the Overlord. Ask the maiden what's going on. I don't think we've run into either of these ones before, so let's go die. Let's destroy the Overlord. You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams, then falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. Hooray! You smile, offering the maiden your hand. Our hand covered in blood. She takes it after a slight hesitation. She must be surprised at how strong you are. Well, in the maiden's thoughts, the fate is playing out exactly as it should be. She's just not very happy about it. You escort the maiden home. She's oddly quiet on the trek back to the village. We're joined just in time. Hello, Reaper! Hello, hello! So good to see you. Yes. How many times have we died? We've died many times. How have we died? It's mostly burning, really. Burning in various different situations. As the maiden, we were burnt at the stake. We've been burnt. Everyone's been burnt at the same time. I don't know quite how we managed that, but it happened. How else have we died? Oh yes, the underling. The underlings killed the Overlord a couple of times. Even became a ruler and just lives with paranoia, so didn't die in the end, but it still wasn't a great ending, was it? Oh dear. Oddly quiet on the trek back to the village. She must be too shy to speak. Oh goodness me, you do look smug, hero. You do. I'm sure you're not meaning to look smug, but that's what it's really coming across as to me. Oh dear. Triumphant return. The villagers are very pleased with what a good job you've done, slaying the Overlord and saving a hostage. They throw a huge celebration in your name. Hooray. You are remembered for generations as the greatest hero the village has ever seen. Is this the hero's true ending? Triumphant hero end. The hero slays the Overlord. He brings the maiden home. Reset the stage. Let's just see what kind of ending that was for the hero. Not the true ending. Triumphant ending. Okay, let's do this again. Let's not change anything. Okay, not change anything. Let's do this again. How far do we skip? I got into trouble skipping before. Excuse me. Yeah, let's just try to get to the same point we were and pick the other one, which is Ask the Maiden. But that might send us along something similar we've been before, but not with the hero, so it counts as a new ending. Let's go. Bravely slaughter. Hooray. Bravely slaughtering, much stronger and blood-spattered. Here we are. Demons. We're intimidated. Or are we? No way to sneak past. I imagine we'll get the same outcome either way, but let's just do exactly what we did before. Ask if they'll let you in. Can't help but notice demon blood. Fighting the army in self-defense, hooray. More experience. Killing everyone, making our way to the Overlord's chamber, hope we're in time to save. Held captive, but nothing sinister. Look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Okay, ask the maiden what's going on. Let's see what happens. She explains that she came here on her own and was never in any danger. She hesitantly asks why you're covered in blood. Oh, should we do the same thing as well and try not to be covered in blood? You don't know how to respond. The Overlord moves past you and out the door. To see her army in lifeless bloody piles. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah. I was about to say this isn't going to end well, but I think that just goes without saying at this point. She's wailing. It's horrible. This is your chance, hero. Stab the Overlord while you can. I think I've done that before. I think I've stabbed the Overlord in the back before. Hero, whoops. Indeed. Let's just go with the big misunderstanding and see what happens. It's not instant death anyway. Yeah, I'm sure I've stabbed her in the back before. Even if how we got there was a bit different. This is all just a big misunderstanding. You hope she'll let this whole thing slide. If you could just explain yourself. Yeah, if she could just let it slide that you just killed her entire army, everyone she knows and likes. Yeah, kind of, you know, if you destroy the kingdom, you destroy the Overlord, don't you? There's no one else to be Overlord over, so you took her job pretty much at the same time too, which is just, you know, insult to injury. She tears you apart. And the maiden watches in silence. I thought that wasn't instant death. As you die, you can't help but think you probably deserved this. Well, at least, you know, you had the grace to think that. New ending. Tragic hero end. The hero is slain by the Overlord. He accepts his punishment. Good man. Sort of. Reset the stage. Let's give that another go. And try being a coward this time. Skip. Flee like a coward. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. But you can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. You take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all. This is your job. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Yeah, we're not leaving a pile of bloody corpses in our wake this time, because that caused us to be ripped apart. So, they should let us in this time, given we're not covered in demon's blood. You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down, and you feel very uncomfortable. But they seem to trust you, and escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy! The Overlord and maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. Oh, we should try all of this as well with the maiden being consumed, I guess, shouldn't we? Goodness me, there's so many different options. How am I going to find everything? They're in a casual conversation. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Well, we're not destroying the Overlord because, you know, same thing will happen. Let's ask the maiden what's going on. The maiden explains that she was never actually captured. She came here of her own volition. That was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. You ask her to return to town with you to reassure everyone of her safety. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave and you casually exit the castle. Okay, so we should be about to run into the plotting demons now, I think. Ooh, I like. Thank you so much. Very kind. Oh yes, here are the plotters. Or are they schemers? Plotters or schemers? Scheming sounds more dastardly. Let's make them schemers. You pause when you see a group of suspicious demons standing near the entrance. They're talking about assassinating their overlord. This proves to you that demons really are foul creatures. Well, these ones are, maybe. The overlord doesn't necessarily have to be, or any of the other demons. Just these are the usurpers. We have to tell her about this. You don't understand what the maiden is thinking. The world is better off with less demons. Fewer demons? Sorry, I shouldn't be... I shouldn't be editing as we go. I think it should be fewer, though. They're all cold, ruthless creatures that should be destroyed. And those creatures have just noticed you eavesdropping. The maiden takes off into the castle and you have no choice but to follow. Are we just all going to get burned again, but this time as the hero? Oh, we must tattle. Indeed. Oh dear, we're all going to burn together again, aren't we? You burst into the Overlord's room. The maiden frantically tries to communicate what you just overheard. We should do this again. We should do this again, but make the underling, change whatever the underling is. Change whatever the underling is. That makes perfect sense. Make the underling... It's currently disloyal, isn't it? We turn disloyal off, I think. And just see if anything's different. It should be, because he'll be dead. Demon underling barges in next, calling you liars! It's followed by the group from the entrance who shift the blame back onto the little one. These demons really only care about themselves. How low can they be? You begin shouting at them, and the whole room dissolves into noise while the Overlord yells for everyone to shut their traps. She threatens them with violence. This Overlord is no better than her subjects. You grip your sword tightly. If you have to cut through everyone in here to get the maiden to safety, you certainly will. Oh, I don't think we're going to get a chance. Or a choice? We're just going to burn, aren't we? Should I resign myself to burning? The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the runt of the litter behind. Poor thing. You glance around for another exit, but there isn't one. You have a terrible feeling about all this. Well, yeah. And we're on fire. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. What kind of demonic magic is this? The underling pounds on the door, upset that it's been betrayed, and, you know, possibly about to be roasted. We're going to roast. You join in, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. No, I know. We're burning again. So very burn. Okay. The next moment, the Overlord has taken hold of the underling. It's crying for mercy. I'm not sure if this is a... You know, you may cry for mercy, but it's not like you're escaping the flames. Which is worse, claws in the chest or burning to death? I don't know. I'm just going to mute for a second to cough, sorry. There we go. I have coughed. I should have some water. I have been talking for a while. Water. Well, also, you know, we're burning, so water would be good. Here we go. Lovely. Okay. She thrusts her claws into her underling's chest and it lets out a horrible scream. You back away. You won't be the next target of her rage. She continues to dig and twist her claws into its limp body. You can no longer watch. You look at the maiden. She's crying, hands clasped together in prayer. To have faith at a time like this, you envy her. The two of you, the Overlord and the underling's corpse, are all consumed by flames. Hooray! Here we go. Resigned hero end. The hero can do nothing as everyone is consumed by flames. Reset the stage. So, what did I want to do? I wanted to turn off disloyal. And I imagine things would change whether it's coward or not. Keeping tyrant for now, because trying to find all the endings sort of vaguely along this way. Okay, let's hero. We'll do some skipping, and if I have to go back, I will. Skip. Flee. Skip. Let us in. Let's just go quickly through this one, just in case. Ask what's going on. Although, just killing her... Just killing her there... Just killing her there without the corpse... Oh, I suppose it doesn't really make a difference because she wouldn't see whether there's any corpses or not before she dies. So let's return to town, leaving, try to make conversation. But she's been pretty quiet since leaving the Overlord's room. Is she shy? Have we had this exact ending? Oh, no. She suddenly stops in her tracks and you turn your head to ask what the deal is. Oh no, the Overlord's castle is engulfed by flames. Oh, I think we got some of these ones last time. Can't help but feel relieved you got the maiden out of there when you did, but she suddenly takes off towards the burning castle. Panic sets in, and you follow to try to stop her. The smoke is so thick you've already lost sight of her. What is she thinking? It's too dangerous to continue. You feel hopeless. You stand alone at the castle gates. Your body won't allow you to take another step forward. No, going in there would be suicide. You'll return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. I think we had this one last time. Yeah, bystander, hero, and B. Okay, let's... Will we get something different if we turned on coward? Let's see. We might have to skip a bit. That made me kind of sad. Yeah. Let's flee. Let in. Ask what's going on. Yeah, we'll just see if there's anything different now that we've made him the coward. Actually, I don't think there is going to be anything different. Yep, same ending. Let's try that again. Okay, what's something else we can do? What's something else we can do to try to change things up on this path? I don't know. Should we jump over and be the Overlord for a bit? Because we haven't tried anyone else with the obedience turned to off for the maiden. Antisocial. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll pick antisocial here, but what should the settings for all these guys be? Well, keeping it on diplomatic and not dutiful, heroic should at least keep sorry, I'm drifting here. I'm adrift in a sea of bad endings. Can't see any light at the end of the tunnel. How many things am I going to smush together there? No lighthouses. That makes a bit more sense on a sea. No lighthouses. Keep him just a diplomatic. Keep her to polite, but not obedient. It's the underling I'm having trouble thinking of what to set. We know not to set him as hungry, because that'll just kill the maiden instantly. But I suppose we do have to go through some endings with the others, with the maiden not being present. But let's... Let's turn off coward for now and put on disloyal again and play as the Overlord. Let's see if this gets us something new. We're on 16 of 41. It'd be nice to get at least halfway through, so let's try to get to 20 or 21 endings at least before we finish. And if we find a bunch quickly, we can go a bit further, but let's see what happens. We are the Overlord. We live in the castle surrounded by demon servants. It's pretty cushy. Except pesky humans, they keep killing us. We don't like that. We don't like the heroes because they want to dethrone. Dethrone. Do they really, the heroes really just want to dethrone you? I think more of the problem is that they want to murder you. Because, you know, I prefer to be dethroned than murdered. But not everyone has the same priorities as Blue, I suppose. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. We are very frustrated and annoyed. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing. If you're being quite honest with yourself, you don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. They're so cool. Imagine every hero became a demon lord after killing each one. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, yeah. That would be a fun twist, yes. That could be very interesting. You think you're pretty cool and mature. Yeah. One of your underlings walks into the room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are, saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. I'd probably write something like that. It would be so interesting. Oh, I'm not sure what the best thing is to do right now. We've been the tyrant most of this time. And they've sort of run off to have fun anyway. The main character would end up being diplomatic. Let's be a tyrant and see what happens. We lecture them about responsibility. Servants ought to do what they're told whether they like it or not. Full charisma build, no killing. Hooray! You look really unhappy with you. Sure, they'll thank us later. Of course. Dismiss the underling, lie down. Nice comfy Overlord bed. Need a nap. And I need some water. My throat's going a bit blare. Glad I remembered to fill that up. Not that it was approaching empty, but it would be empty now if I'd forgotten. Fall asleep pretty quick. Just another one of your amazing talents as the Overlord. You awake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier has brought back some company. You thought you told that underling to do their job, not drag strangers into your room? Looks like they took an unauthorized break from the castle. You scold them, but ultimately you're a little interested in this guest, so you let them off easy. That underling's not so bad. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient, thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her you've never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You don't really understand the question. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. You wonder what to say. Okay, let's be antisocial. Oh, excuse me. Must cough. Okay, antisocial. Tell her she'd better go home. You'd love to have all the conversations in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here will definitely cause trouble. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. But the maiden turns out to be very stubborn. You don't want to hurt her, but you also really want her to leave in case something bad happens. This whole situation is just asking for trouble, you think. Against your better judgment, you let her hang out for a little while longer. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not all what she expected them to be. Sorry, drifted. You are glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kind of things. You also bring up how you've always instructed your army to avoid humans as not to agitate them and get heroes sent after you. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We are very grateful. You're surprised to hear her thank you. You've always thought humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. Oh no. Yawn. Oh, excuse me, sorry. It is midnight right now. More endings. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time and that you're actually super evil all along. The maiden laughs at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here. The people in her village are a little exhausting at times, she says. Well, they're more than exhausting. We've seen what they're capable of. They are not cool villagers. You can't tell if she's into you or not. Overlord. She's definitely into you. She had butterflies. She told me so herself. You're interrupted by another human in your doorway. This time it's a hero. He was apparently searching for the maiden who was rumoured to have been captured by your kind. Captured? Not at all. I only wanted to meet with the Overlord. Didn't anyone read the note I left behind? After everything's explained, the hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. Oh, I got distracted for a hot second and I come back to WLW pining the universe understands me. Oh, yeah. It's a good game. Sad game. Good game. Sad game. Oh no, I'm about to yawn again. I'm not yawning at the content, it is only that it is midnight. Yuri ending, let's go. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up inside your heart. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. Oh, don't be silly. You definitely had a heart. You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. Ooh. Well, we're gonna die, but I don't think we've had this one before. Let's keep her here. Let's keep her here, and then try to get back here to let them go. Keep her here. The maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You'll grant her wish. You tell the hero you won't let him take her home. The maiden assures you she'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all, and if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. Oh, so we've got to try to get to this ending with a hero too. How do we do that? Everything is set. Everything is set but with a hero. I can't keep all the thoughts straight. Okay, after this I think we should jump to the hero and try to get the same ending but from the hero's point of view. Okay. Let's get vanquished. You have no choice but to destroy the hero before he can steal your maiden away. Oh dear. She's frightened. You don't understand why. Didn't she say she prefers this place to her village? Now she doesn't have to leave. You take a step towards the maiden, and she backs herself into a corner. You don't understand. You're covered in blood. She has a thing about people being covered in blood. Remember, she ran away from the hero when she found him covered in blood. It's just a general thing. I think you'll find most people have it, that they are a little bit leery around people covered in blood, unless, you know, that may be something going on that, you know, some people like that, but we don't have to go there. Yeah, let's not get into blood kinks. That's way too much. Something sharp pierces your back. The hero? No, he's already... It's one of your underlings. The maiden screams. Your servant tackles you, tearing you apart with their claws. You struggle to retaliate. They've done too much damage. You can barely move now. Your blood is everywhere. I can't believe this has happened to you. Why has this happened to you? Okay, so we've got to play all of this with everything set as it is with the underling too. Is that what we should do? Just set everything and then play each character through to get the ending with those settings. That makes so much more sense. Why didn't I think of that sooner? Why has this happened to you? You have been slain by your own underling. Betrayed Overlord End B. The Overlord, weakened from fighting the hero, is taken out by the underling. Okay. Reset the stage. Okay. So let's run this again with all of these settings as are. We'll run it with the other three and see how we do. Assuming we make all the correct choices as them, we should be able to get that slain Overlord ending with all of them. Let's see if this works. Oh, another like. Thank you so much. Very sweet. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Skip. Oh, don't want to skip too much. Might run into something we shouldn't. I think we're fleeing. Yeah, we're fleeing, aren't we? I think we're fleeing. We escape, but we worry about our reputation. Thank you for the like. Can't even fight some lousy demon overlords. We are going to ask if they'll let us in. I think this is the right way to do it. Oh, thank you for likes. They really are very helpful. Thank you so much. Well, helpful and sweet. Helpful and sweet. You're all helpful and sweet. Okay, Overlord's chambers. Middle of a casual conversation. Do a look at each other in surprise. See what's going on. Explaining. Dangerous. Let's return to town to assure everyone of safety. Okay, here we go. But the Overlord objects to this. The maiden tries to tell her she'll come right back, but the Overlord refuses to hear it. The maiden seems nervous. As a hero, it's your job to mediate situations like these. We're about to get slain, aren't we? You tell the Overlord... Oh no, voice going. Let's just have some water before we get slain. You know, at least it's a nice change of pace to be ripped apart instead of burnt. We've been burnt a lot. We've been burnt a lot lately. We've been ripped apart a few times, but we've been burnt an awful lot more. Jessica Star, good luck. Thank you so much, Jessica. It's so lovely to see you. Hello, hello. Okay, let's get murdered. You leave me no choice. The Overlord pauses before suddenly jumping on you. You are helpless as she disembowels you with her claws. Yay! At least we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. How horrible. You came all this way only to be met with this cruel fate. You should have destroyed those evil creatures while you had the chance. Your dying wish is for the maiden to somehow make it out of this alive. Oh yes, let's go with the maiden now and see what happens. Let's see what happens. Yes, because we don't know what happens to the maiden after the underling slays a naive hero. And oh, I missed what the little pop-up was there. Dang it. I was distracted. We're a naive hero. Reset the stage. Everything the same. We gotta be polite and obedient. No, polite and not obedient. There we go. Let's do this as the maiden. Skip boo. Polite. Let's just jump ahead this way just in case. He's getting lectured. Not gonna get punished. Explain why we've come. Not gonna get captured. We're disappointed by this. Doopy doopy doo. Doopy doopy doo. Doopy doopy doo. We are going to refuse to leave. We put our foot down and say we're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's a little frustrated at your stubbornness, but doesn't kick you out or anything. Hooray! The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little you realize they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero out after them. You realize that must be why you've never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. Ah, so sweet. So sweet. Oh, we're trying to be sly. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. Well, Blue would be too. Blue would be too. You've always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the Overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really they're just trying to live their lives, same as you. You feel you're starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I've said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back home. Oh, we're going to regret those words in a minute, aren't we? You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this Overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. We've got the butterflies. Hello. It's you. You're surprised to see him until you realise he must have been sent to retrieve you. And notice we are not blood spattered. I don't know if that makes a difference at this point, but, you know, makes a difference to me. Well, yes, I'm the maiden right now. Makes a difference to me. I don't like people being blood spattered. Confused, the hero asks what's going on. We're assuring him everything is fine. He's relieved. Nothing terrible has happened, of course. You ask of your return. However, the Overlord objects to the hero's suggestion. You tell her your plan on returning soon, but she isn't having it. You feel nervous. The hero puts on a brave face for you. Didn't we just say we'd stay if she tried to capture us? If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all, and if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You leave me no choice. The Overlord suddenly jumps the hero. She tears into him with her claws. Oh no. You want to cry out, but the scream catches in your throat. You watch because you can't look away. Now we're blood spattered. Hooray? Had she really been lying to you all along? You wonder, is this your punishment for questioning the divine plan? The Overlord approaches you now. You back yourself into a corner. Her expression is complicated. Being captured by the Overlord is a horrible way how did I read that? Being captured by the Overlord in a horrible way like this was your destiny after all. But the Overlord stops, or rather, someone has stopped her. Whatever held back your scream before doesn't stop you this time. The Overlord is being ripped to shreds by one of her demon underlings. You think you recognize them, but it's hard to tell with all the blood. Someone stopped moving now. Not someone, everyone. Everyone stopped moving. The room is silent, save for the underlings' heavy breathing. You thank them for what they've done. Even though it was awful, you feel you've been rescued from a terrible fate. Somehow I don't think so. They look at you confused for a moment, but then puff out their chest. Oh, he's not about to eat us, is he? He's not hungry, so maybe not. You should probably go home. This place is dangerous. You think? You follow their advice and make your way out of the castle. You decide never to leave home again for the rest of your life. Oh dear. Escaped maiden NB. The maiden is saved from the Overlord. Well, I honestly thought the underling was going to, rip us apart a bit. Just a little bit. Okay, reset the stage and let's do that again as the underling. Thanks, little demon. Yeah. I think we just sort of fed his ego a little bit, which is why he didn't kill us. Okay. So when it's disloyal, that happens. When it's coward, everyone burns, isn't it? Hi, Sune. Hi. Glad you're having fun, Blue. I am. This is lots of fun. We're getting lots of good endings. We're already up to 19. We've done really well. We started off with 7, didn't we? Now we're all the way at 19. Okay, and we're about to hit 20 because we should get a new one doing the same sort of route with the underling. Let's go. We're a demon underling in service of the Overlord. Not particularly strong, not particularly weak. Okay, your job is to guard the castle, keep humans away. It's boring. Heroes rarely come all the way out here. It's lots of standing around, doing nothing. Yeah. Although, the underling does describe himself as lazy, so you would have thought he, wouldn't mind the work so much. It's not like he has to do a huge amount. You feel like you're going to go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She gives you an earful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the Overlord to your friends. They agree that she is kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne. You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot. You should probably steer this in a reasonable direction. We need to go disloyal, don't we? I think we need to go disloyal to make all of this work. Let's overthrow her. So I kind of want to do this again and go not disloyal. Let's see. No, you're sick of this overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest maybe you should be the new overlord. You like the sound of that. You announce your first act of rebellion is to take the day off, like you wanted. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. Yes, I kind of prefer... Well, not that you can, prefer a way to get to an assassination plot, but at least, it's not the friends forcing him into it the way it did in all those other ones. Let's keep going. There we go. You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. Hooray. Fun, fun, fun. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. Here's a maiden. She's being polite. Hear her out. In a good mood today and rather curious what they have to say. Humans don't normally talk to you. Yay. Maiden's going on about destiny. Bottom line is that she wants to talk to the Overlord. Let's go. Could be interesting. Nothing better to do. Okay, let's go to the Overlord. Oh dear. Yep, we're in trouble. Overlord asks where you found this maiden, knowing full well you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. You apologize, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The Overlord nods and says everything's cool, as long as you always listen to her from now on. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mention how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing her. Oh, goodness me. What's going to happen now? Oh. She gives you a look and you say that was just a joke, of course. Demon, no. I think he may have gotten out of it. At least for now. She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. Yay, nap time. You don't get to sleep long. Your friends wake you up. Rude. One of them stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. Okay. I think we're all gonna burn. But I want... No, we're disloyal, aren't we? We're disloyal. That'll solve everything. Planning a whole revolution. Getting rid of the current overlord. New ruler in place. They want to hear if you're in or out. Sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead? But wasn't it our plan to do that anyway? Friends question loyalty. Okay, yes. We've already done that one, so let's... Disloyal. Tell them just joking, and to clarify, you're totally in it to win it. They say you are always terrible with jokes. We have killed her before, but not with the maiden there. Whether or not you actually feel like killing the Overlord, you know how bad it would be to end up on the wrong side of things. Indeed. Assassination doesn't plan out. You can always pretend you were innocent all along. And that's what your other friends did several times. Use shield of faux confidence. You worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. Follow friends outside. Talk more. Curious if they have any idea how they want to do this. Lock her in a room, set her on fire. What a stupid plan. Could go wrong in so many ways. Bunch of directionless thugs. We need to guide them. Oh dear. Well, showy deaths make a revolution a heck of a lot more fun. Wrong way to go. Friends agree. You assassinate. Do I have to? Yes, I have to. Okay, let's go. Here we all are. We haven't gotten it quite like this before. You sneak into the Overlord's room. There's a couple of humans in there. You watch the scene unfold. You aren't sure why, but the Overlord suddenly cuts down the hero. Ouch. There he goes. That's the 4th time he's died like this. 4th time in a row. I'm sorry, hero. She approaches the maiden you brought to her earlier. Oh dear. With the Overlord distracted, you figure this is as good a chance as any. You launch a sneak attack, getting her right in the back. She flinches, giving you enough of an advantage to take her down. You rip the Overlord apart until she stops moving. Blech. It was messier than you would have liked. The maiden mutters something from the corner. Thank you for saving me. It wasn't your intention, but it sounds like you did something heroic. You tell the maiden to go home. This place is dangerous. She follows your advice and leaves the castle. Your castle. You were the new Overlord. Heroic Underling ending. Underling ends up saving the maiden and become the new Overlord. Well, it's not such a bad ending for the Underling, really. Reset the stage. Okay, so that's 20. Yay, let's just have a quick look at this Underling. We still haven't gotten any true endings. Welcome back. Are you pleased with your progress so far? We're not doing too badly. We are just about halfway there. Sorry, staring at this and wondering. That heroic Lord, cowardly, faithful performer. Yeah, that one's from last time. That was a true massacre, wasn't it? Let's just shake things up a little bit. Let's shake things up. Let's, we'll turn off Tyrant. Turn off Antisocial. Let's just turn everything off the Overlord for now. Turn everything off everyone for now, except let's make the Underling hungry. Goodness me. So I don't want to play as the maiden with this, and I don't think I want to play with the Underling like this. Let's be the hero with this setting and see what happens. Now I keep saying how I want to be methodical and keep sort of ping-ponging back and forth what the best thing to do is. I have no idea. Let's jump forward like this. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let's get bloody. Slaughtering. Yay, much stronger. Way to sneak past. Let's keep getting bloody. Let's cut through. We are so very blood spattered. What's going to happen? We're killing everything. Going to the Overlord's chambers. She's mad. Why are we murdering everyone? Get straight to the point. Ask her where the maiden is. No maiden. Can't be fooled. If the maiden's not here, what happened to her? You see only one answer. Overlord definitely captured her. In fact, possible she's already been devoured. Yeah, I think we've gotten this one before. Thinking about that poor maiden's fate fills you with hatred. You fight the Overlord with everything. You've become strong. No match, cut her to pieces. Overlord's fallen. Yeah, maiden's not here. Yeah, we've gotten this ending. No sign of her. Feel hollow. Great evil banished was to do too weak to save anyone. Ponder what it means to be a hero. Yeah, bring the head back. Yep. Failed hero end. Reset the stage. Okay, let's do the same thing, but let's not get blood spattered. See if that changes anything. Excuse me, sorry. Gonna cough again. Okay. So, not gonna get blood spattered this time. Flee like a coward. Be diplomatic. Okay, let's jump through, being escorted there. She's by herself. Okay. The Overlord is alone. You ask about the maiden, but the Overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she really never here? You wonder what could have happened to her. Yes, I'm sure this is a new one. The Overlord says that she wishes she could help you, but you're the first human that's come here in forever, at least that she knows of. You think of how you probably shouldn't trust her, seems how she's a demon and all, but you can't really prove she's lying either. You apologize for the intrusion and return home to your village. The maiden was never found because she got eaten. Useless hero end. The hero's adventure was pointless and he returns home. Reset the stage. Let's try to do the same thing as the Overlord. And keep the maiden getting... though I'm not sure what to pick. Not sure what to pick with all of these. Probably the knot. Let's pick the knots. Pick the knots. Okay, skip boo. Let's give them the day off. Yay! Ah, yes, go refresh the dark soul. Thank you. Scurry off. Have a nap. Oh. You are awakened by one of your underlings. A hero wishes to speak with you. He inquires about a maiden who was rumoured to be here, but you've never seen her. Humans don't visit often. Or ever, really. As the hero takes his leave, you wonder why he totally trusted you there. Heroes traditionally kill demons. This guy seemed like he was bad at his job, in your opinion. At least be consistent. You say you don't want heroes to slay all your people, then a hero doesn't slay all your people, and you say he's bad at his job. Oh dear. Whatever. You're still feeling sleepy, so you go right back to your nap. Okay, what's going to happen now? You hear voices in the hall. You aren't sure how long you slept. The sound of a shutting door forces you awake. Oh no, we're burning. We're on fire again. Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed by flames. What's going on? Oh, is this going to be the same burnt ending? Someone didn't want us getting out. Yeah, this might be the same. Even though it was a different way to get there, I think it's the same ending. Yeah, see them in hell. Burnt Overlord end. Yep, had that one. I'm wondering whether there's any other options with the underling when he attacks the village. And we haven't seen that today yet, so let's go with the underling. Skip. Okay. So let's eat her. Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. Hooray. You start devouring the maiden without so much as a second thought and feel quite proud of that. Other humans would surely praise you with curses if they were around to see. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. People are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't even done anything yet. Okay, I've already put on a show. That's what I did last time. We had a huge massacre. Let's just change our mind and leave. You figure if people are this upset at just the sight of you, they won't fully appreciate any terrible acts you'd commit. Also, they might fight back. That probably wouldn't end well. You're just one little underling after all. A little day out has been adequately refreshing. You return to the castle thinking you'll take a nap. Oh, here we are. Okay, yeah, I think we've had all these endings. Oh well. Woken up, they're stepping on us, it's not fun. He ate her the whole time. Oh yes. You're planning a whole revolution, gonna get rid of the Overlord, new one, in or out. Sounds like a lot of trouble, let's skip it. Friends question their loyalty. Oh dear. So we just die if we do that one, we've done that, so let's see what happens. I think we've gotten all these endings. Let's see. Don't want to be on the wrong side of things. Assassination. Yeah. Fire is a bad idea. Assassinating. Yeah, we've had all of these ones. Taking a nap. It's too easy. Silently approach, so peaceful. Yeah, we've done both of these. Oh well, let's just kill. Yep. New Overlord. Live in fear. Lord Underling End B. How do we get End A for the Lord Underling? It's probably a completely different way. Reset. Okay. I know we're at 21, But I want to get a couple more. A couple more. Now I keep going back to look at these, but I'm not sure I'm really fully understanding how each of them are working. Okay. Let's watch more and more bad endings. So... this is the hero one. What do we need the Overlord to do here? Be possessive, maybe? So how do we get to this point? We need... oh no, we went this way. We need disloyal. We need disloyal. And I don't think we need antisocial. We just need the maiden to talk to her. Okay. We need demon on disloyal. Not hungry. We need... we need... polite, I think. Wish I could remember how we got to the with the maiden and the hero discovering the oh, was I just knocking my mic then? Whoops. Discovering the assassination plot. Assassination plot. Oh, I just can't remember what all the settings were at. I think it was on Tyrant and Antisocial. But this just looks so familiar. Let's just throw possessive. Nyeh. Let's just see what happens. Let's go. Skip. We don't want to be bloody, I don't think. Skip. Diplomatic. Skip. Ask me what's going on. Let's just... Overlord objects. I think we've had this. Yep, we've had this. We're about to get ripped apart. Oh dear. Let's... Naive hero. Okay, what can we do different there? We just take off possessive. Take off possessive, try again. Skip. Flee. Skip. Let us in. Skip. What's going on? Skip. Oh, dang it! I shouldn't have skipped there, that was a new ending. I think. Was that a new ending? Dang it! Let's try it again. Why did I do that? Okay, skip this one. Flee. Skip. Let us in. Skip. What's going on? Let's not skip. Let's go. Ask her to return. Overlord allows you to leave. Oh wait, no, I think we've gotten this one before. Dang it. Talking about assassinating the Overlord. Have to tell her about this. You don't understand what the maiden's thinking. Though it's better off with fewer demons. Whoops. They're cold, ruthless. Just notices eavesdropping. But wait, we couldn't do anything, could we? So I can't. Maiden tries to communicate. What if we try this again, but set to coward instead of disloyal? Yeah, I think everyone's just going to burn together again. Yep, we're all going to burn. We're all burning. All burning. All on fire. Yep, we're all burning. Resigned hero ended. Okay. Let's go coward instead of disloyal and see what happens now. Let's see what happens now. Okay. We're a hero. Skip. Flee. Skip. Let us in. Skip. Okay. Now let's see what happens. Never captured. Pretty dangerous. Return. Two of you to leave. Try to make conversation with the maiden. She's been quiet. Oh no, this is the burning. the burning castle, isn't it? Dang it. Yep, burning castle. We've seen this one. Maiden out running back. So thick. Okay. What else can we change? Bystander heading B. What else can we change? What else can we change? What else can we change? We're making... Let's make her obedient and see what happens now with the hero. I wish I could keep track of this better. Skip. Flee. I know we should do some slaughtering too. We'll try some more slaughtering paths soon. There. No, go back. Go back. Go back. Okay, reputation will be ruined. You wonder how we'll be able to rescue anyone. You take your chances at the castle. We run into the maiden. I don't think that's quite happened yet. She couldn't have come from the Overlord's castle, could she? This may be the exact maiden you're currently seeking to rescue. You approach her with curiosity. You ask the maiden what she's doing. Doesn't she know the Overlord's castle is like right there? It's dangerous. The maiden explains that she spoke with the Overlord, and it turns out the demons never had any diabolical plans to harm the village or anyone in it. Ah, here we go. Here's some different things we can do. Hooray. Okay. So, can't be trusted first, and then we'll keep going. Ooh, so we'll get another option for the Overlord, which will hopefully help us get some new combinations going. Goodness me, I'm going to have to stop soon, aren't I? Sorry. I need to sleep. And, sleep. Possibly eat? Yes. What will Blue eat? What will Blue eat? We haven't done the grocery shopping yet. I think we've still got some frozen chippies. That's my fallback for everything, pretty much. Always got to have the frozen chippies. She can't be trusted. Are we going to kill the maiden, or are we going to take her back to the village and let them kill her? You aren't sure you should listen to this maiden? You've been taught your whole life that demons are evil. You ask her if she's sure about all this, and she gets very upset that you think she would lie to you. She storms off before you can say anything else. Oh yeah, we're gonna watch her get burnt, I guess. You decide to return to the village, certain that she must have been the kidnapped maiden you were sent to rescue. Glad that took care of itself. You take your time walking home. Job well done today, you think to yourself. Oh dear, as you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village is crowded around. Is that the maiden you saw earlier? Oh dear, this is unpleasant. She's bound to a wooden stake. The crowd is in a frenzy. Smoke begins to rise and you stand idly by as flames consume the maiden. Guess that's bystander A. She must have done something horrible to deserve that. Are you so sure? Are you? She seemed nice though, you think. But evil comes in all forms, you reassure yourself. You decide to call it a day and return to your house, but you can't escape this sinking feeling. Maybe you aren't cut out for this role. Spectator, hero, and A. The hero watches the maiden burn. She must have somehow deserved it. Okay, let's do that again. Let's do that again. But this time we believe her. Skip. Flee. Skip. Believe. You have no reason to assume she's lying to you, even though her story is kind of hard to believe. You feel you should trust her. You tell her you're pretty surprised that everyone has been wrong about the demons all along. Ah, this is nice. Are we both going to get burnt together? The townspeople must be informed of this immediately. The two of you return to the village. They had all been so worried, they praise you for your bravery. But the maiden quickly sets the record straight. There was nothing she needed to be rescued from in the first place. The village looked to you for an explanation. You politely inform them this isn't your story to tell, you merely ran into her on the way to the castle. She explains that the Overlord isn't interested in capturing maidens or anything of the sort. The villagers turn to you again in disbelief. They aren't being subtle in how little they trust this maiden's story. You totally believe her, but to placate these fair citizens, you volunteer to speak to the demons personally, just in case. Okay, this is heading somewhere we haven't been before. Let's go. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You're too busy thinking what a great and reliable hero you are to hear what they're saying. Oh no. The town elder's voice breaks you out of your thoughts. He implores you to meet with the Overlord immediately and says they'll all keep an eye on the maiden until you return. Oh dear. I think we're going to have to go down this path with the maiden too, aren't we? Oh no, big yawn. Big yawn. Okay. Oh, hold on a sec. I will be right back, sorry. Hold on. I'm not even going to go to be right back. I'm just going to mute for a sec. Hello, sorry. Yes, small one just woke up briefly, but she's fine. Just wanted to be re-tucked in. I am a little concerned that she fell asleep holding an open water bottle because the carpet's all wet and it's right by all her electronics, so I'm a little concerned, but I shifted the power board away from the carpet, so hopefully all is good. Oh dear. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, we're going to meet with the Overlord. We'll keep an eye on the maiden until you return. Okay, you figure that sounds all right, but the mood is kind of intense for some reason. Did you miss something? Oh, they're not gonna burn her while you're out, are they? You aren't sure what's going on, but you get the feeling it might be bad to leave the maiden on her own. Yeah, I'm feeling that too. But she suddenly takes off running. Oh, thought the two of you were in this together. Oh dear. Her actions have convinced the crowd that she's obviously been a liar and a witch from the start. Uh-oh. People are shouting at you to hunt her and the demon friends down already, but that doesn't sound like a very heroic task. You can't help but feel these people are wrong. It's up to you to catch up to her and talk to the demons in order to clear up this misunderstanding. You valiantly dash after the maiden, towards the Overlord's castle. Oh dear, the air becomes dark and thick as you enter deep into demon territory. Evil miasma? No, you realize it's just normal smoke. You see the maiden ahead, but she's stopped in her tracks. The Overlord's castle engulfed in flames. You'd only taken your eye off the maiden for a second, but she's already disappeared. You get closer to the castle, but the smoke is so thick now. You think of turning back. The maiden might need your help, but you can barely see. She could be impossible to find. She could have been lying to you all along. Was this a trap? Would it be worth risking your life on that chance? Your legs feel heavy. No, going in there would be suicide. You'll return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. Bystander hero and A! Yay! Oh, I thought we hadn't gotten that one before. That was a new one, wasn't it? We just didn't get a bleep bloop. Huh. So, if we try all of this with the maiden, let's see what happens. Skip-boo. Introduce yourself. Skip-boo. Obey. Doopy-doo, here's the hero. That's what we're doing. Explain everything, very surprised. Oh wait, did I set... I didn't set trusting, did I? Oh no, there we go. Two of you returned to the village hoping to communicate this to everyone. They had all been so worried and are very glad that the hero brought you back. You quickly set the record straight. You weren't rescued because there was nothing to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers seem confused and look to the hero for an explanation. He tells them he only ran into you on the way to the castle and that it isn't really his story to tell. You explain to them how you met the Overlord and that she's not actually interested in capturing maidens or other mean things like that. The villagers look again to the hero for confirmation. You feel a little miffed that they seem to prefer his words over yours, but you don't say anything about it. Yeah, I think she's got the right to be miffed. The hero proclaims that he believes your story, but volunteers to talk to the demons himself, just to make absolutely sure. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You hear words like trickery and demon sympathizer being thrown around, which makes you frown. You're pretty shocked that everyone's this hesitant to believe you. Does the hero even trust you? You aren't sure anymore. An old man implores the hero to speak with the Overlord immediately. He says you should be held prisoner and considered dangerous until the hero returns. Much to your disbelief, the crowd agrees with him. Because, of course, if you weren't conspiring with the demons, they can't afford to let their guard down. The whole village would be slaughtered by monsters. I think I said weren't instead of were. If you were conspiring. The hero isn't saying anything. He'll be tied up and tossed in a cell at this rate. You're going to be held captive by anyone. It's the Overlord, not your fellow countrymen. Okay. Here we go. We get to unlock Resolute. So let's do that. And then we'll go and get the leave on your own option for her. And then we should probably call it. But I'm going to lose track of everything. Oh dear, I'm going to lose track. Because we've got to come back to try to get all the endings, don't we? I really like this game. Oh goodness me, I wish I could find more nights to stream and get through more things, because there's so many writing streams I want to do and I want to play all these cool games. But I need more nights to just try to get the writing done, because there's so many things I want to write and don't have enough time. Come, let's be resolute. Grab the hero and run. You boldly announce that you'll accompany the hero to prove yourself. You'd rather risk what's out there instead of staying in a village that doesn't trust you. No one seems to know how to react. You grab the hero by the wrist and take off before anyone stops you. Ooh, so we should do the hero with the resolute set as well. Okay, 2 more we can try to do. I promise I'll stop playing eventually. But as you approach the castle, you notice something's gone terribly wrong. It appears to be on fire. Is the Overlord alright? You'll have to be sure everyone's safe. You've already taken off before the hero can even think of stopping you. You scan the fleeing demons, but the Overlord isn't among them. Against your better judgment, you rush into the burning castle to find her. You quickly reach the Overlord's room, but the door is shut tight. The handle's too hot to touch. You're too weak to force it open. You pound your fists against the door helplessly. What were you thinking? This is all because you'd forgotten your role. Only a hero could pull this kind of thing off. I think I've gotten an ending like this before, but because we've got Resolute now, maybe we can get something new out of the hero. I'm not sure. You start to cough. The smoke is too thick, you can hardly breathe. I know I'm doing a lot with the maiden and the hero right now, but I'm sort of seeing where things can go a little bit. Can't breathe. Not much time left. Desperately head towards the stairs to save yourself, but the fire spread faster than you expected. You won't make it outside. You can't help but laugh. What a joke. A maiden saving the Overlord. If you just stayed true to your role, things wouldn't have ended like this. This is exactly the kind of punishment you deserve. You let the demon fire cleanse your rotten soul. Oh, come on. You don't have a rotten soul. Selfless maiden end A. Yeah, we'd had that one, just the lead up to it was different. Okay. Okay, so... So if we... Okay, let's just run this quickly with her and try to run away. I think we may get exactly the same ending though. Let's just see how we go. Go ahead and run. Leave on your own. Let's see what happens here. You prove yourself without anyone's help. Make a run for the Overlord's castle, leaving the hero behind. Yeah, this is probably the same ending. Oh well. Get close, start to notice a tower of black smoke darkening the beautiful blue sky. The castle's engulfed in flames. What in God's name could have happened? You scan the fleeing demons, but the Overlord isn't among them. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna get the same ending, aren't we? Oh well. Oh well, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Same ending. Reset. Okay. Okay. Let's set the maiden to resolute. And see what happens with the hero. We're a hero. Still not getting spattered in blood. Suppose it'd be interesting to do the spattering with this path and see what happens. Forgetting pride, escape with life. Return reputation ruin. Here's a maiden. Doopy doo. We believe her. And she's going to be resolute. Return home. Maiden sets the record straight. They want our opinion more than hers for whatever reason. Explains Overlord not interested in capturing us. They aren't being subtle in how little they trust this maiden's story. You believe her. Let's placate people. Not listening. Doopy-doo. We gotta go meet. They'll keep an eye on the maiden. Mood's intense. Not sure what's going on. Might be good to leave her alone. The maiden announces she's going to prove her story to the village. She drags you along with her. She has much better odds with you around, so you don't object. Adventure awaits. Halfway there, maiden suddenly stops. Something's not right. Oh, the Overlord's castle's engulfed in flames. We're just going to get the same thing, aren't we? Smoke is so thick you've already lost sight of her. What you think is too dangerous. You feel hopeless. What do you want to take another step forward? Going there would be suicide. Yeah. Dang it. Keep getting the same endings. Okay. I want to try to get at least one more ending. Was running all of this just wind up getting burnt, wouldn't we? I suppose the castle hasn't burnt with the underling yet. Let's just give the underling a go. Skip. We didn't have disloyal set, did we? I can't remember. Oh well, let's not. It's totally not serious. You're totally cool with the status quo. After all, life must be pretty dang good. The only thing you have to complain about is that you live so comfortably there's nothing to do. The others nod but don't seem convinced. Oh dear. Is it coup d'etat? I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong. It'll be more effort than it's worth. Still gonna rebel and sneak out. Yay! We're mischievous. Roll around. Yay! Maiden, hello. Hear her out. Good mood. Curious. Doopy doopy doo. Let's go see the Overlord. Apologize. Hope she's interesting. Yay. Press just easygoing. That's just a joke. Yeah, I think we're just gonna wind up with the same. Yep, same endings. Coup de grace, I forgot how to spell it. Yeah. We're just gonna get the same endings, aren't we? Yep. Oh, wait. I don't think we've gotten exactly this now. You can't back down now. You have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. I don't think... Have we quite gotten this before? You and your friends turn to notice a pair of humans have overheard your entire conversation. They take off into the castle. Are they headed to the Overlord's room? F! Yep, haven't gotten this one before. The Overlord will kill you for sure if she found out you're conspiring to take her out. If you dash into the castle after the humans. Sure enough, the maiden's already frantically telling the Overlord everything. You shout that the humans are liars. Your friends soon arrive to back you up, except they don't. Instead, they blame the whole thing on you. I hear the first curse word. I think we're just all gonna burn together. They cry. Oh no! They cry that it was all your idea, that they were just going with the flow, too scared to refuse your crazy plan. You can't believe they tell the Overlord such a blatant lie. You always knew better than to trust them. You're the one who didn't have a choice here. You all shout at each other until the Overlord demands silence. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. She sounds tough, but lately all she does is sleep. You doubt her strength. You hear your traitorous friends mutter something about going back to plan A, and suddenly the door slams shut. Yeah, we're all just going to burn together, aren't we? You're trapped in here with the Overlord and two humans. Yep, all burning, pounding the door, screaming curses. Hero joins you, vowing to slay the lot of them. You wish you'd get that chance. Overlord grabs you by the throat, cry for mercy, forced into this mess. Now sure they would have killed you if you'd sided with her. The Overlord doesn't hear your pleas, drives claws into your chest. At least she made it quick. Traitor underling ending. The underling's killed by the Overlord out of retribution. There we go. At least it's another ending. Oh dear. I just want to keep trying different combinations. But I need to stop. Gotta stop. Gotta stop. Been going for a long time. Let's jump. Let's jump over here. Whee! Let's jump over here. Oh, dearie me. Well, that was fun. Well, we did a lot better than we did last time. What were we up to now? Was it 22 or 23 endings? Trying to get the good ending in this game seems like a Herculean task. I think so. Definitely do want to keep going when we can. Maybe with the gaming stream should keep doing this one till we get them all, or at least as close as we can. We still have to finish Slay the Princess as well. I think for our current game of Slay the Princess, we only have one more thing to play through. Oh, thanks for streaming. It was fun to watch. I'm so glad, Jessica. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. I normally try to stream once a week and trying to get it at about this time. But yes, next week everything's going to be messed up a bit. But I will put a note on the a post on the YouTube page. And in Discord too, if you're in the Discord. There should be a link in the description if you are interested. Or lovely people in the Discord. Nice chats about creative things and other nice things. And we would love to have you if you're interested. I drifted again. That happens a lot, doesn't it? It's late. Blue is tired. Yes. Next week I will try for either Thursday or Friday, but yes, if that can't happen, I will see you the week after. If that can't happen. But yes, we're approaching something resembling regularity now, and hopefully, as I get more used to both the streaming and figuring out good times to stream, working around the small ones, hopefully we can work up to at least 2 streams a week in the near future. But you know, it's all a matter of getting enough writing time as well. So much to write, and I think I might have mentioned in a stream some time ago now that I'm starting to be fearful that I do not have enough time left to write everything that I want to write. So, need to get on that. Gotta get on that. Okay, so as always, we will finish with the parting glass. And first I shall say thank you so much for coming. This was lots of fun. And wherever you are in the world, good night to you, good afternoon, good morning. What did I miss? Good evening? I missed good evening. And I hope the rest of your day is absolutely lovely, because that is what you deserve. Let's turn off the background music, and I will take the headphones off because I still have the game music going in my ears. Okay, parting glass. Of all the money that e'er I had, I have spent it in good company. Oh, and all the harm I've ever done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night, and joy be to you all. Until next time, bye-bye. Bye-bye.